All right, everybody, it's Romeo, and we talked about a lot today, man. We were talking about women going out and finding the man that can afford their lifestyle. That seems like a better plan than just finding a guy and then hoping you can live the life you want, right? So we talked a little bit about that. Then we talked about the guy, big boy. He's our guy, called up and said his wife's money's his money. His money is, or no, his wife's money's her money. His money's our money. So you want to check that out as well. Then we got into a long conversation about who should pay for what. And then, of course, the tax. California taxes the heck out of you, and I still won't leave the state. I don't care how much they tax me. You got to pay to play. California's still the best state to live in. So we'll get into it all right now. And the other day we were talking about, women wanting someone to pay the bills. That I think women are smart if they want somebody that can afford the lifestyle that they want. Was pretty much what we were talking about. Affording the lifestyle. It didn't necessarily have to be all about bills, but some women want to have a certain lifestyle, live in a certain house, live in a certain neighborhood. You know, their kids go to certain schools, things like that. Cost money, right? So somebody texted me this, and basically the conversation was, plan your life first, then go find the man to provide that life, whatever that life consists of. It says, hey, Romeo, you'd be correct about women being smart for wanting someone to pay the bill. But why don't you talk about men wanting loyalty, not to raise another man's kid, or, the women helping out around the house and not being a bee about it? Or how women don't understand what good money is and wanting six-figure income minimum. Because what you're saying is, let me break it down real quick. My first question is, are women not loyal? Are you guys having so many problems with women nowadays not being loyal? Is that a major problem in relationships today? That would be my first question. My second question is, you can choose not to date a woman with kids, so that's kind of on you, not on her. Okay, right? Helping out around the house and not being a bee about it, is that a problem? Or are you guys having a lot of problem with women wanting to help out around the house? See, these are things that I don't understand. The two things of loyalty and helping out around the house I don't get, because I didn't know that was a major issue in general for women today, or for men today with women. All right, 842-547-7. The other thing was, women don't understand what good money is and wanting six-figure income minimum. Well, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That goes back to the original point of the topic. If that's what she wants, and you don't make that money, then you're not in the running for her. That was my whole point about the original conversation was women, and we were just talking specifically about women for some reason, but women need to plan their lives, then choose the man that can provide that life that they want, whether it be emotionally, physically, financially, whatever it is that they want, as opposed to this whole idea, I fell in love, and now we're just going to figure it out together and see where we get. But the loyalty thing and the helping out around the house thing, I don't know I don't know if that's real or not. Are women really not loyal and not helping out around the house? The other thing you said about raising somebody else's kids, well, you shouldn't date a woman with kids then if you're not capable of doing that. Some men are, some men aren't. Okay? And then the six-figure income, if you don't fit in that category, then why go find not all women want six-figure incomes. A lot of women understand financially what they're working with. But once again, it kind of goes back, or it all goes back to what I said. Plan your life, plan the life you want first, then choose the person to live it with. A guy texted me and he was talking about, hey, Rome, you're correct on women being smart for wanting someone to pay the bill. It's kind of what I said, not totally what I said. I just said women should plan their lives out first in the life they want, and then go find the man that can provide whatever that life is. It doesn't necessarily mean he has to have enough money. It doesn't mean all they want is a financial life, okay? But probably most likely, right? He goes, why don't you talk about men wanting loyalty,
not to raise another man's kid. You know, the women helping out around the house and not being a bee about it, or women don't understand what good money is and wanting a six-figure income minimum. Yeah, I mean, those are a lot of things, but how much of that is any different than what I said about planning your life out? You know, the only question I really have is about the loyalty and the cleaning up around the house, helping out around the house. If you don't women who live in a house help out where they live, regardless of it, whether they live with a man or not? And are you guys really struggling with loyalty? I guess that's my real issue. Because you guys have to make your own decisions too when it comes to the women that you decide to get with. If you don't want to raise somebody else's kids, then you better not get with a woman that has a kid. You know, she needs to figure out and find a man that wants to raise somebody else's kid. If she wants a six-figure income from a man, then and you don't fit that bill, there's women out there that don't want that. I just don't get the loyalty issue. Are you guys really having that many problems with women being loyal? A guy hit me up and he was talking about why don't I ever talk about, and let me see, Rome, but why don't you ever talk about men wanting a woman who's loyal, not wanting to raise another person's kids, not the woman helping out, not the woman not wanting to help out around the house without nagging about it, or women don't understand what good money is and wanting a six-figure income minimum. Yeah, so those are issues, I guess you could say, right? Alrighty, 4254777. But my point was about planning out your life. You men can plan out your life as well. You know what I'm saying? But some of those kind of overlap. You know, some women who want men with that make good money might want to work as hard. So you got to understand the type of woman you're getting as well. You got to plan out your life. Just as I said from the beginning of the conversation the other day, women need to plan their lives out and then go find the man who will provide that life for them, or the partner that can provide that life. It's not always about money, but you guys need to do the same thing. You guys get caught up. Rome, I disagree. I think it's the age group that's not loyal. So, what do you mean? You disagree that what? Women aren't loyal? Are women today not loyal? That would be my big question, because that's what he's saying. I don't understand what you said, big boy. What age group is not loyal? Alrighty, 4254777. But I will say this, back to the conversation of you guys need to plan out what you want in your life too. If you want a woman who's gonna, be a homemaker, then you got to find that woman. If you want a woman, then that means you may have to step up to the plate and make some real money so she can stay at home and be a homemaker. If you want, it's only the loyalty thing. If you don't want to raise somebody else's kids, then don't go out looking for a woman that has another kid. See, you guys have the problem, and you guys are probably even worse than women about it, is you guys go out there and you fall in love and lust and everything else, and then you want this woman so bad, and then you realize you don't want her. She doesn't fulfill the needs that you want. And then you blame her for that. It's not her fault, it's your fault. You guys need to plan your lives also. If you want a stay-at-home wife, you need to make enough money so that everything will work out so she can stay at home. If you want something, whatever you want, you can find a woman out there, but, you got to plan it all out also, what you want, because it works both ways. But hey, Rome, somebody sent me this. Hey, Rome, you'd be correct on women being smart for wanting someone to pay the bills. But why don't you talk about men wanting loyalty, not to raise another man's kids, or no, the women helping out around the house, not being a bee about it, or how women don't understand what good money is and wanting a six-figure income minimum. That's a whole lot of issues you have with women right there. Although I don't know what you want me to say about it, because what I have to say is probably other than the loyalty factor, the rest of it is in your control, to be honest with you. I mean, as a man, shouldn't you be planning out the type of woman that you want instead of, like I said to the women, instead of falling in love with someone and then trying to figure out after the fact what they want? I mean, it would make sense to me. I don't know about the loyalty issue. RD42547-7. That would be the only thing I would have to say is you got to figure out, the loyalty thing you can't do much about. That's just, are they going to be loyal or not, right? I mean, it's kind of a crapshoot there. Everything else you can plan on your own. RD42547-7. Hey, Romeo, I don't know what this guy's talking about. I think women are loyal today. Not as much as they used to be, but now they don't have to be. So loyalty is still there as long as you have a good relationship. That makes a lot of sense. You're right. I mean, loyalty for women today is much different than it was in the past when, they were more of a stay-at-home, not working. Now that women are working and making good money and having some control of their lives more so than when, leave it to beaver times, I guess. But I guess you could say they're not as loyal, but I don't know. That's a good question. RD42547-7. And what's the definition of loyal? Hey, Rome. So somebody was asking me this about why I don't talk about men wanting loyalty, not to raise another man's kid, or, women helping out around the house and not being, nagging about it, or how women don't understand what good money is and wanting six-figure income minimum. Well, it's a whole lot going on right there. You guys are having that many problems with women. There's no reason a man should have those issues with women. That means you're picking the wrong women. I'm going to stand behind the fact that if you choose somebody, for the most part, in general, most of you, when you choose a partner, you choose the wrong partner when you don't get what you want. Now, there are people that are, fake and lie and act like one person until they get in the situation, and then they may change the way they act. But no, for the most part, you chose the wrong person. So if any of these are your problem. But when it comes to loyalty, I mean, nobody knows, right? You can't, there's not a sign. There's red flags that show somebody's not loyal, right? But how do you know? How would you know if someone's loyal or not? Regardless, I mean, how would you know? You can't tell when you get in a relationship with somebody how loyal they're going to be. Things change. I don't know. All right, 42547-7. You can tell though how you can know if somebody's going to clean up around the house because you can see how they keep their own spot. You can know if a woman is looking for a certain income and not date that woman. You can know if a woman has a child, though. So the other three issues, I don't know, I think are a you problem, not a her problem. All right, 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, whoever's talking about loyalty, don't know what they're talking about. Women today are still very loyal. The only reason they're not is because they have dirty dogs for husbands. So you're saying that women are the only women that aren't loyal are the women that have non-loyal husbands. So it's the man's fault that a woman is not loyal. Yeah, I'm not going to give you that one. You might be right, but I'm not going to give you that one. You got to put some accountability on these women. Oh, sorry, I missed your text message. You said, Rome, you will never hear a man say she doesn't make enough money for my life's plans. Yeah, but a man should never say that because a man should be making the money. A man should never need a woman's money, all right? If you're a man, you should never need her money. You should never be dependent on her money. You should have enough and her money should be hers. It's just how it should go, RD42547-7. Good morning, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Romeo? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What's up?
It's Capo Jesse here.
I know. Your voice sounds familiar. What's up, brother?
Hey, I'm just getting off for the night time with my crew. Also, baby, so I heard the commercial about golfing being handicapped. can me and my crew go? Because some of my crews are handicapped. Yeah, calluses hands, missing fingers, lockjaw.
Oh, God. Yes,
Or is that just for special people?
No, it's handicap. It's for scores.
Oh, for squad, I don't do much golf, a lot of hunting, you know?
I could tell.
But I was like,
No, they handicap
we'll
your
play golf with
score.
Romeo.
They
How about you guys are handicapped?
All right, we'll go play golf sometime, okay?
All right, Romeo.
Big Rome. This is Big Boy.
What's up, big boy?
My wife's money's her money, and my money's our money.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
You know what I mean? I don't have much money, but I share it. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
We make it work, bro. You know what I mean? We make it work.
Actually, our money is also the kids' money.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. It's our money, you know what I mean? Let me emphasize our, you know what I mean?
That's how it should
According
be,
to the
man.
twins, you know what I mean? Like a couple years back, according to the twins, I work for them, you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Hey, and I try to get them to break bread a little bit, because them little suckers walk around with wallets full of money, man, and they won't spend a dime, bro.
Yeah.
They don't want to give up nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna pay me back?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll kick in, but are you gonna pay me back? You know what I mean? Like, dude, you're the one that wants to go here, not me.
Oh, they'll get there. Look how the other three turned out. They are like that. They'll get there. They're just young.
What are you talking about? The older three don't spend nothing either.
They will, though.
They ain't breaking no bread, bro. It's just me breaking my back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
All right, big dog. Well, you just let everybody know.
I will.
Her money's her money, and your money's our money.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, big boy.
All right, brother. Later, dog.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. I was always told that. I was told you don't need her money, and you should always be able to afford it all. So, but you got to put that into perspective. The problem is, a lot of you guys out there, you work outside your budget. I mean, everybody's got a budget. You got to look at it like this, by the way. Every woman has a price, okay? And that's what we're talking about, the price on how she wants to live. Some want to live more expensively. Some are okay with living less expensively. Some are a little frugal. Some are not. You got to find the one that fits your budget so you can afford it all. Hey, Romeo, I don't know what kind of punk you or big boy is, but women are equal now. They can have whatever they want. They don't need my money. My money's my money. Her money's her money. And that's how it should be. They are the ones that wanted equality, so now they get what they get. Okay. Wow. That's kind of a stupid thing to say, by the way. I bet your girl loves you, man. I bet you got a good one. He sounds like a keeper, doesn't he? All right, 842-5477. Wow. Here's the thing about what this moron just said. You think because Big Boy, or me, I feel the same way as Big Boy does. You think because her money's her money and our money's our money that we feel like we're being taken advantage of. We're not. Big Boy's not being I've known Big Boy for 20 years. Big Boy's not being taken advantage of. He's got an amazing life, an amazing wife, amazing kids. It's great. And you know what? He does whatever he wants with our money. Nobody controls what he does in the sense of spending our money. That's what that means. So I don't know what kind of selfish jackass you are that just texted me, but what is wrong with you in your life? Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Yeah, the guy who just texted about Big Boy being a punk because it's he said his wife's money's his money and his money's our money, which in a relationship, in a marriage, why, makes perfect sense to me. But the problem is you guys are so scared of being taken advantage of. and you're so insecure and you're so pathetic that you think that, one, everybody's trying to take advantage of you. And to think that because you allow your wife to use her money for whatever she wants, and you should be using your money on taking care of the family, that you're being taken advantage of. I don't understand that. You got to be one simple-minded idiot to think that way. Hey, what up, bro? Hey, Rome, I bet the guy that just texted you about the girl equal rights or whatever, I bet you he beats his wife? Oh, my God. And then explains it to her because they're equal. He is for sure. Oh, I don't know about all that. I mean, he's for sure a moron to think that that's what that means. But I don't really know. All right, 842-547-7. Big boy sent me. That's one of your texting gangsters. Oh, he's a moron. I mean, the idea that as a man, you don't need her money and that you should be able to take care of everything for your family and her money should go, because where's her money going to go? Let's be honest, right? She's not taking advantage of you. Your wife is not taking advantage of you. You know, most, and what kind of ego do you have to have as a dude to be worried that every woman is going to take advantage of you? Most of you cats don't have anything to begin with. And you're worried. I bet that dude's some broke fool who wants his money, and that's how he justifies his broke ass, because he has to talk about how, well, she's going to take advantage of me. No. Most men who are worried about women taking advantage of them are broke losers to begin with. You don't got nothing anyways. So shut up. RD42547-7. It's Oddity 4.1. Oddity 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD42547-7. Yo, Rome. You were talking about her money being her money. What's wrong with the wife paying some bills? What's wrong with her paying part of the living expenses? Nothing's wrong with it. I'm just saying it shouldn't be necessary. That's what I'm saying. The way you and that's now the big boy brought into the conversation. The way that he lives his life, and I'll just use it as an example, is he pays for his family, and that's. He doesn't ask his wife to pay bills. He doesn't ask his wife to chip in. That's the point. You know, that's how it should be. If your wife wants to put in on something, fine. But a man should never be asking for that. That's what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't be having to ask her to help pay the bills for the family, basic living expenses. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Good morning, Romeo. How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous, man. What's up?
I just wanted to put my 2 cents, and you're never gonna hear a guy say, "Oh, like, she doesn't make enough for my life plans," Yeah. Because I mean, if you think about it, like most of the time, even for the guys that barely have anything, you go into a marriage, and if you don't do your due diligence and sign a prenup or have everything in a trust, she's gonna take half of it anyways. It doesn't matter what she thinks. What she's doing is what's gonna matter.
Dang, bro, you had to go to divorce right away, huh? Damn.
I mean, it's true. Legally speaking, it's the risk/reward ratio is not great.
Yeah, but it's but not doing it, not taking the risk is not good at all.
That's true. I completely agree with that.
Nobody wants to live life like that. What's that? Say that one more time. I missed it. What'd you say?
I said that's why you got to do your due diligence and sign a prenup.
Okay. I'm just talking about paying everyday bills, bro. You went straight to divorce, but okay. All right, man. A good thing that guy's not cynical or anything. Yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah. Already 42547-7. I mean, he is right about it, but you don't go into a relationship or a marriage thinking you're going to lose everything. But also by sitting there trying to protect yourself, trying to be, trying to not get taken advantage of. When you do all that, you're never in a successful relationship to begin with. You're setting yourself up to fail from the beginning. So, yeah, why even do it? It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
I'm wondering how fast these radio stations are being switched from the guys that with their wives don't listen to it. Some of these girls are turning it up like, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What? And the guys are like, oh, crap.
Well, what kind of loser do you got to be? Seriously, what kind of loser do you got to be to go, well, we're equal now, so you need to take out the trash once in a while, or you need to pay? What kind of, you just got to be some sort of pathetic man to think like that.
Bro, I call in here all the time. I tell you, man, it's this generation, and it's these women that are allowing it to continue to get to that place. And pretty soon, when you and I are long gone, man, these girls are going to be the breadwinners while the guys are just chilling at home playing PS17, I guess. I guess
if that's what they want. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know many women like that, but okay. All right, man. All right, brother. Yo, Rome, you're a simp. You pay for sex. That reservation made you you can't say that word. Actually, I'm not the clown hiding behind a keyboard right now or a cell phone. And yeah, no, I'm not. I pretty much do what I want. Well, it's not my, here's the thing. I can afford a lifestyle. You can't. That's why you think that way. That's what it really comes down to. Most of these dudes who think like that, Rome, I agree 100% with Big Boy. Yeah, because Big Boy's a man. Big Boy knows how to get the job done and make sure everybody gets what they want, financially in his family without taking anything from them. That's why he was joking about how his boys could have a wallet full of money and they don't need to put in when it's time for something because Big Boy handles it like a man should. Any dude who thinks like this dude or the dude that texts, they're like, you guys are just pathetic men. And you can't afford it anyways. I mean, it's sad, but you can't afford the lifestyle, so you have to justify your sorry ass by saying, well, she needs to put in on it. She needs to pay her half. Well, that's because you can't afford it to begin with, so you got to make yourself feel better somehow. What'd you send me here? Hey, good morning, Romeo. Most women want a man who will pay the bills and defend them, but will draw the line at cooking and cleaning. What does that mean? Most women want a man who will pay the bills and defend them, but will draw the line at cooking and cleaning. I see what you're saying. But yeah, I don't know. I disagree. And cooking and cleaning is the stupidest argument when it comes for couples to have. Because how did you cook and clean before you were with them? If you were a single living on your own, who did the cooking and cleaning? You did. So what does it matter who does it now when you're married? That's the stupidest thing. If that's what you're fighting over, you guys are morons. Because it has to get done and you were doing it before. So who cares who does what? Hey, Romeo, I just want to tell you, I would never let a woman take advantage of me financially, no matter what. I work hard for what's mine, and I ain't giving it to no woman at all. Okay. I mean, the ego on some of you guys, actually, it's not ego, it's insecurity. Some of you guys are so damn insecure that you think every woman wants to take advantage of you. So what is wrong with you? I mean, you really need to take a deeper look into yourself if that's how you feel about it. Because I bet, that's just stupid. No, I mean, and there are women out there that have more than you that don't want to take advantage of you. So I don't get it. I don't get how you guys think like that. I don't understand what kind of stupid you have to be and how insecure you are. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Romeo, I think it's more of an age thing, to be honest.
Oh, no, it's not.
I think, the 50 and up, macho man, the women are okay with it, but these younger
Raider
girls,
Dave, this is why I have the show and you don't, is because you're 100% wrong.
I'm just saying, not everybody.
Yeah.
If I dated like that, if I waited to take care of everything, I'd be single my whole life.
I know 30s and 40-year-olds that take care of everything that are on the track to do that. No, you're 100% wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about.
But what I think is some of these women grew up in a family like that where the dad took care of everything and he was macho and he said, "Oh, here's your allowance. I'm gonna do what I want." The mom ended up getting cheated on, so now the woman doesn't want to go through that. Now she takes care of herself.
You're so stupid. Oh my God! Now I know. Now I know why I have the show, and you guys should just listen. Yeah, you're 100% wrong. All right.
And besides, it's expensive out there. We're not all balling working in the oil fields.
Oh well. Expense is a matter of perspective on what type of relationship you have. It's not everybody has millions. Some people have hundreds of thousands. Some people have tens of thousands. It matters on the type of person you get with. So, but
it's a good feeling when you meet somebody and you guys can grow together. She works, you work, and you guys get something, and it's a good feeling.
Okay, all right, Dave. See, this is why I have the show, because you clowns know nothing about nothing. Okay. And I'm going to tell you how it breaks down. All right? With these macho men, as Raider Dave says. A guy in his 50s right now, or 60s, these macho men that Raider Dave is talking about, some of them probably have kids in their 20s, maybe teenagers, 20s, maybe mid-20s, maybe even 30s, depending on how young they have them. So they're raising their daughters to understand that a man should go wash her car, that she shouldn't be doing it. Okay? So she's out there looking for a guy who will do that. And this is just a dumb example because Raider Dave's an idiot. And the guys out there are trying to be like their dads. So they're looking for so there's a whole lot of women and men out there that were raised by these macho dudes who taught their kids this is how it works. And so those people are getting together. You think, I don't know, Raider Dave's Mexican. I don't know why he is always disregarding the Mexican family and how, everything Raider Dave is completely opposite of what a traditional Mexican family does. Goes to work. Dad goes to work no matter what to pay and take care of the family. So I don't know what kind of lifestyle Raider Dave lived up in. I don't know what his is about, but he couldn't be more wrong in what he said.
What up, bro?
What up, man?
Hey, how was the whole conversation started?
I don't know. It started an hour and a half ago. I have no idea.
I heard him say we're not all balling in the oil fields or something like that.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how a man should never need a woman's money. If you're married, if you're in a relationship, you should never need her money. And what's wrong with paying for everything for her?
Yeah,
your family.
That's what
it came down to.
If you didn't have the woman or a kid, you still would have to pay for everything anyway.
That's the point. And if you
can get a girl, I believe if you can get a girl that's like, hey, you know what? We come together and make it stronger, then that's something else. But I would never be like, oh, well, you make this, you can pay this, and this, you know what I mean? That, because no matter what, you still got to pay the bills.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So, and if he says, oh, we have expenses, everybody's got expenses. Everything's went up. Everybody's health insurance, everybody's insurance, what I mean, for your car. But you know what you do is you got to get your ass there next extra day, man, and then stop going out drinking with your buddies if you can't afford it.
That's the point. You should be able to afford it. Live within your means also. That's the other thing. All these idiots don't live within their means. But okay.
Yeah, you don't need $1,000 truck payment, bro. Go ahead and buy that rig beater for $500
That's
on Marketplace,
hilarious.
Bro.
Exactly.
Stop complaining.
Yeah. All right. Later, man.
Later, brother.
He's right. You don't need to drive the nice car. Your wife does. You don't need to drive the nice truck your kids do. Your kids, your wife and kids need to be in safe cars. Not you. You're good. You're a man. You can handle it. All right. 842-547-7. Insecurity and selfishness. That's what it comes down to these dudes. Hey, I truly hope, Rome, my sons were raised and are being raised better than Mr. Macho Man. Respect your woman, gentlemen. Life will be great. Trust me, she uses her money on our kids, on the house, and on everyday things that men don't even think about. Exactly. That's the problem. Is you dudes over here thinking about, man, she's going to take advantage of me. How's she going to take advantage of you, bro? It's not like you have that much money to begin with. She's taking advantage of you because she wants to drive a nice car, live in a nice neighborhood. She's taking advantage of you because she don't want to, she wants to have furniture. I mean, what kind of losers are you guys? I mean, it's just ridiculous, your thought process. RD4254-7-7. Raider Dave must be the woman in the relationship. Typical Raider fan. Well, Raider Dave is, he's an idiot. You guys just have, the problem is you have no concept of the real world. You guys are all wrapped up in social media and the internet. You don't have a real concept of the world that we live in. And when I say the world that we live in, I live in Bakersfield. That's my world. That's my little bubble is Bakersfield, okay? So you can mock me for that or not. I don't give a damn. I live in Bakersfield. So this is what I'm dealing with. So I know the real world that I live in. And Raider Dave does not.
Romeo.
Yeah, what up, man?
Yeah, man, I'm listening to the, usually I wouldn't even call, but I was married for like 15 years, man, and I paid out all the bills, took care of everything, and you know what? It just makes people unappreciative of stuff, man. It just do, man. And, I felt very unappreciative. Unappreciated. And I'm not saying I was getting took advantage of because it was my family, but at the same time, you want some appreciation for the stuff that you're doing because a woman is not a child to where I'm supposed to take care of her. She go to school, you know what I'm saying? She has a mind, she got legs and everything, and then women these days, they don't cook and clean like their foremothers do.
Well,
they
Yeah. But, okay, I get what you're coming from, all right? It's not about taking care of them. It's about paying it's about paying the necessities, the living, the utilities, things like that. The stuff that you would have to pay already is what I'm saying. You don't need to make her. However you living right now, you already got to cook and clean and take care of yourself and pay the bills and everything.
Right.
That's what all I'm saying is. Guys have this mentality that once they get a girl, all of a sudden she's supposed to pay half of everything. Well, I'm already paying for it all. So, no, you do you. And I understand what you're saying about the, feeling unappreciative. But that's part of being a man. It's part of being a father and a husband. Is sometimes you are odd man out, but you're supposed to be stronger than that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not right though, man. That's not right.
Well,
I hear what you're saying, brother. I hear what you're saying about paying the bills, about paying your bills because you're gonna do that anyway. But at the same time, though, what about me?
Yeah, I'm a
human being. I got feelings. I'm in this too. What about me, though?
Well, then that could be my only answer to that would be then you married the wrong woman.
That's why I'm divorced. But at the same time, at the same time, though, in 15 years, in that marriage, what about me, man? You know what I'm saying? At the same.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get it. I just.
But I don't. But I'm not against what you're saying about paying the bills because you're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna.
But at the same time, woman has an obligation to make that man feel like he is the king of his household.
And a woman will, though. The right woman will though. That's all I'm trying. I'm just saying, in a perfect world, you as the head of the household, as the father, as the husband, that you're gonna be third wheel because she's gonna take care of the kids first. The kids are selfish anyways. That's just how kids are. So, but I would hope at the end of the day, she shows you how much you're appreciated. You just had a bad woman. I mean, you had a bad woman, bro. I mean, I think we could pretty safely say that, right?
Well, no, I'm not gonna call her a bad woman. I'm just saying that after being together so long, we fell apart. But
okay.
But I hear what you're saying, though, man.
All right.
I hear what you're saying.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling, man. Later, bro.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, all things being equal, you have to listen to what I'm saying to you. Okay, what I'm saying to you is you take care of the finances and let her spend her money the way she wants to. What you'll find out in good marriages is she's just going to turn it right back and use the money for the kids, use the money to buy food, buy the clothes, pay for the stuff that you wouldn't even think about paying for. And then everybody's good. But it's a mentality that you have to have. Now, I understand there's a lot of you guys that feel taken advantage of. But let's be fair. That's part of having a family. You have to be stronger than that as a man, as a father, as a husband. Your family loves you. Just because they don't tell you every day, like a mom does with her children or children do with their mother, that doesn't mean they don't love you. And if you're going to be up all in your feelings about it, then you can't be. Good morning, what's going on?
What up, Rome?
What up, man?
So how you do it is, in the household, you pay the bills, seatbelt. You take care of, the kids, you take care of the wife financially, buy the furniture, pay, cell phones, whatever it is. But on the weekends, you get to do whatever the hell you want. She can't say nothing. if you're the breadwinner and you're doing it all, like, seriously, in my relationship, I mean, yeah, I'm there during the week, but on the weekend, if I want to go to the bar with my boys, she's not going to say nothing. If I want to go ride dirt bikes,
okay,
because I work hard all week for them.
Okay, I mean, as long as she's okay with it, then who am I to argue with that way of living? I mean, it's as long as you both understand what's going on, it's okay.
And if she's not okay with it, there's always another chick willing to, get paid to get laid.
All right, man. Oh, my God. All right, I don't know what to say about that. Okay. Later. Yeah, I don't know. He might be pushing my theory a little too far, but okay. RD42547 Rome, is this only for married men or guys that move in their girlfriends? If you move your girlfriend in to your living situation and you already pay for everything for your living situation, I would say that it goes for girlfriends also. Because she's not going to cost you much. She's not going to cost you much more. I mean, she's not going to come in there and cost you more money. I mean, and if you've known this woman, this girlfriend, long enough to where you feel comfortable moving her in, then yes, it applies to girlfriends. RD42547. Oh my gosh, what did you send me? I'll get to your text message. It's a long one. I'll get to it in a minute. What's going on?
Romeo, I like how you try to change my narrative up a little bit.
Changed your narrative up a little bit.
Throw a little salt on it, and I never said I didn't work hard. I wake up every morning, work 2 jobs, got a 3rd job.
I never said you didn't work hard.
I try to do my best, and my point was this. My kids, like you said, the kids are watching, and I want them to see that it takes hard work to get things. And my daughters, and any daughters and women out there, I just want them to know that they shouldn't depend on a man to pay all the bills, because what happens if he can't? Then they're going to be lost. So he took it all out of context.
No, I didn't say. No, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I never said that.
I'm just saying, you guys are Timex watch in a digital world.
You have no idea. Okay. I can't with Raider Dave. I did not say any of what he's calling to talk about. I don't know what show he's listening to, but apparently it ain't mine. RD42547 Rome, you know what's crazy? Not women taking advantage of a man, but those men, those men's families that take advantage of them. My man takes care of me and our kids, but tell me why some of his siblings feel the need that he has to pay for them. One sibling, you're right. That's a great point. One sibling who's about 36 with 5 kids, always asking to borrow money like weekly. And yes, she has a man and his younger siblings, who almost 30, was living with us for free for a few months to help get back on his feet. But helped us with nothing. Couldn't even watch our dog when we went out of town, came home. Oh, house was all messed up. He's dealing, let's see. Okay, makes good. Let's see. Then told my man, how does him living with us affect us? He does make good money. Like what? He wouldn't even buy his own laundry soap. Okay, but could buy weed weekly. Yes, we kicked him out. I don't have time for lazy. Now that's people taking advantage of someone's money, not a woman taking care of her kids and house who's just wanting good things for themselves. Yeah, 100% right. I know how family members can be. But I will say this, and you're absolutely right. You know, a woman just wanting the best for her and her kids is not, it's not taking advantage of her husband. Now, her husband may be in her feelings, or maybe in his feelings, saying he wants more, accolades and more praise, but no, that's not how it works, man. You know where your praise is? When you sit there and you watch your kids get something and their eyes light up, or you see your wife excited about something and her eyes light up and go, you know what? He did that for me. That's your praise, guys. If you need more than that, then you got to get over those insecurities, man. You got to get out of your feelings. Oh, and real quick, Raider Dave's a moron. We didn't say that women should be taken care of by a man. What we said is her money's her money and his money's our money. That's what we said. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
What show is that, moron?
I know.
I really thought, maybe I missed part of it.
No. Raider Dave's just an idiot.
So this is why he's worked through so many relationships, bro. You know what I mean? Because, I'm being very serious. He said it in the past, how many different, girls he's went through and this and that. It's because that's his way of thinking.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
I wish I could convince these guys that they're the problem as opposed to them trying to convince me that I'm wrong. But I know I'm right because my life is great.
What's the name of this show?
Romeo in the Morning.
Later, brother.
Later. Gilly's another one who's got a great life. But hey, you guys, oh my God. Hey, Rome, if someone slaps my wife, but she expects me to handle it, then if daddy's hungry, she better make daddy a sandwich. Oh my God, what kind of stupid are you? Jeez. Yo, Rome, these Raider fans are not used to a partner. They're more used to a cellmate. Yeah, you're right about that, though. Not the cellmate part, but you're right. These people that think this way are not used to a partner. They're not used to a partnership. And their definition of partnership is also skewed. They don't understand what that is because they've never been around one. RD4254-7-7. Hey, what about me, Rome? You're a man, shut up. He wants to go get treated like a king, but doesn't agree with the man taking care of everything. He's a punk. That's why his woman left him. Oh, okay. Me and my homeboy ain't eating Rome. I don't even know what that means. Hey, Rome, I'll pitch in as a woman without being asked or told and show you an abundance of love. But if you're going to act like a bee about it, I also will not do those things. Fair enough. But this is where all these insecure men are failing to see what I'm telling them. When you start to dictate to your woman, whoever that may be, your girlfriend, your wife, and say, well, now that we're a couple, it's time for you to chip in. That mentality is idiotic because if you take care of everything, guess what's going to happen? Your partner, the relationship that's supposed to be loving, respectful, and equal, she starts throwing her money around for other things that will benefit you. Okay? So that's the ignorance and the stupidity of you guys who are in your feelings. You're afraid of being taken advantage of. You're selfish, whatever category you fit in, because she needs to pay half. That's why you're not happy. That's why you get in arguments about when you want to do something, because you're making her pay half. The guy who called earlier or said earlier, to an extent, he's right to an extent. I will pay for absolutely everything. Phone bills, insurance, cars, house, whatever. There does come some freedom with that. Now, his idea of saying I'm going to go out and do whatever I want, with my boys on the weekend, and that's me. And if he's talking about just leaving his family for the weekend because he takes care of them all Monday through Friday, that's stupid. That's not what I'm talking about. But the freedom to be able to go and unwind because you work hard for your family, like you said, go ride motorcycles, maybe go play golf, not doing stuff that's detrimental to your relationship, she's not going to nag you. She's going to be like, yeah, this guy works hard for this family. He needs to go blow off a little steam doing something he likes that's not detrimental to our marriage. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Sit down and watch the football game without anybody bothering them. Those are the things that we're talking about. And you guys don't understand that because you've never been there. All right, got to get to the rest of these text messages. What did you say here? Yep, I agree, Rome. I pay all the big bills, and most of my check is gone, and I don't complain. My lady spends her money on me and the kids, getting us what we want or need. It's great like this. With 3 kids, she finds time to make me feel like the king of the house. Well, there you go. Yeah. What does a man really need? Be honest with yourself. What do you really need? It's so silly. You guys sit there and you get up in your feelings because you see the kids living their best life. You see your wife living her best life, and you over here paying for it. And then you mad because of what? What do you really need? You don't need everything. You don't need or want the life that your kids and your wife are leading. You really don't. As a man, you don't. Be honest with yourself. You want to have a couple of beers. You might want to play some golf. You might want to go out trap shooting or clay shooting. You might want to go, do a couple of things in your world. But you don't want to do as much as your kids and your wife do. You probably want to be left alone so you can watch your team play. Men aren't like that. So, yeah, you might want to go sit in the garage and listen to music and have some beers with nobody bugging you. That's what I'm saying. You guys really need to understand that you really don't need much. You need your family to live well. But what do you really need? A new shirt here and there? Maybe a new drill? Come on now. RD4254777. Rome, she got to break bread or consistent with that. What? I don't even know what that means. All right. You're right, Rome. Just lazy bums don't even hold themselves to a high standard. You would think they would with all the stuff they like to flaunt. You know what's funny about that? I think it's funny that you said that about holding yourself to a higher standard. Because what do you want? I always say that when I always think about that, or I've always said that when guys say, "Oh, I want a girl who don't want nothing nice. I want a chick who's okay with being broke with a broke dude, so I don't have to spend no money. I want a chick that I don't have to spend no money on." I think, dude, what kind of standard are you even setting for yourself? Who really wants to be with that woman that's out in her pajama bottoms all day? You really want that chick? That's the chick you want on your arm? Have a higher standard for yourself as a man. My God. And hey, yo, Rome, let me know what you think on this. I'm dating some girl I've been with for a few months. I have 2 kids. She has 1. I pay for everything when we go out. Every time I have always been under the assumption in the dating stage of the invites of, under assumption in the dating stage, if she invites me to go eat randomly, I do expect them to pay or at least take the initiative to want to pay. Even though I'd pay regardless. Is that gesture right? No, it's not. But never has. She invites me to go eat with her and her son. This would be my first time meeting the kids too. The child is a little over 10 and is real protective of her. So I thought it would be better if we planned that and not just surprised her son with them with me there. She got upset and has been silent. But overall, I don't really want to be covering her son's expenses if I'm just dating her. What do you think on that? I think that, I think from the way you explained it to me that she's not the one. You guys have to understand what I'm saying. I'm saying not everything is going to work out, okay? Not every relationship. Do I think you should be paying for her on dating? Yes. Whether she invites you or not, yes, I think you should pay. Once the kids are involved, are you taking it to the next level? Okay. Is she just looking for a man to pay for her and her kids? I mean, these are things that happen, but they don't happen with every woman. That's the thing. The more women, more single moms out there are hardworking women who want a guy to be a partner in their life, not single moms who are just trying to take advantage of a man, okay? But you guys think every single mom out there is trying to take advantage, and they're not. The majority of them are not, okay? And you guys need to figure that one out. Now, I'm not saying, it sounds to me from what you said that she's one of these single moms that's trying to take advantage, okay? So maybe you need to get out. But I don't know, but you have to be willing to play the game. You have to be willing to take some chances and see what happens. Sometimes you win and everything's great for the rest of your life. Sometimes you lose and you got to try again. But you don't stop. That's the problem. Alrighty, 42547-7. So, I don't know. I will tell you a funny story, though. This happened years ago, man. We were out. There's about three, who was it? His friend? There was 3 couples, right? And we're sitting there. Just had a great dinner. I think we were in Monterey somewhere. Had a great dinner, a fish house, steak, fish, wine, and great dinner, right? The bill comes. So me and the other 2 dudes, we get ready to pay the bill, and the girls order another bottle of wine. I mean, then none of them reached for their wallets, but guess what? Nobody was taking advantage. They weren't taking advantage of anybody. Everybody was just having a great time, and that's what men should do. Hey, Rome, unfortunately, they don't find out till it's too late in life. Then they live with regrets and no woman. Okay. I would believe that. Instead of just trying over again, man. Start over. Learn from your mistakes and make better choices. Yo, Rome, I'm 25 now with a wife and 2 kids. All my money goes into bills, after school activities, trips, and my wife's beauty needs or wants. All she worries about is the food and cooks and a whole bunch of decor for the house. I promise you, Rome, they wouldn't want my life, and I certainly don't want theirs. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, for the most part, good men are pretty simple, man. They really are. A real good man, a real good family man, really only cares about a couple of things, depending on what you're into. Cares about his family having everything they want and a nice life, and he just cares that his fridge in his garage has stocked with beer. I mean, they're just whatever they care about. It's not, everybody has their different things. Good men all have the different things that they care about, and it's not much. It's maybe 1 or 2 things outside their family. I wanted to tell you guys this story I saw, and I think it's floating around. A lot of you might already know about it. I told you in Hollywood Trash, but this Sam Darnold story. Now, obviously, you guys know Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl for the Seattle Seahawks. And what was I going to say to you? And what happened was, apparently, athletes get taxed by the state that they play football in. So California taxed Sam Darnold a portion of his salary based on how many days he was in California, right? So they got here February 1st. The Super Bowl was on the 8th. So I'm guessing that's 7 days. So I guess each player, he got $178,000 for winning the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's for playing it or winning it or whatever the case may be. California apparently did not tax him on the $178,000 that he made from the Super Bowl. They taxed him on his salary. So I believe, if my numbers are correct, he got taxed $249,000 for working in California for 7 days, 8 days, whatever it was, right? So he has to pay based on the $178,000 that he made versus the $250,000 that he's taxed. He has to pay like $70,000. That is insane to me that California did that to him, or all the players. Actually, I think his story just came out, but yeah, maybe you guys can get a GoFundMe for Sam Darnold. It's Julio here, and we don't keep the fridge full. We just care about happy hour at least 7 days a week. Oh, the life Julio lives is incredible. But him and his wife work hard, man. They work hard to live that life. But that's what I'm saying, man. All right, 84254-7-7. It's Romeo outside 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, you Evan Cheese fan. I will give him the lint out of my pocket because that's all I got for Sam Darnold. California tax, way too much. Yeah, that's crazy how much he's got to pay, man. California, you stay, you pay, just like Bakersfield. Come on vacation, leave on probation. What you gonna do? Yeah, I never heard about all that. But yeah, you stay, you pay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a little ridiculous, though, that it's gonna sound really, really stupid. But I understand this is the state that I live in. And so I pay to live in this state. I get it. But how are you going to ask a dude to pay that much money for coming to, any of them? How are you going to ask him to pay like that, If I understand correctly, the way that professional sports works, professional football, basketball, I believe they get paid after the game, okay? Or maybe before the game or after the game. So they get taxed in whatever state they're playing in for that one check, right? California is taxing this dude for the amount of time that he's been here based on his complete salary. That's a bunch of, that's stupid. That's, yeah. Yeah, that to me doesn't sound right, but hey, okay. But I get it. We live here. We want to live in California. We pay because California is the best state. I mean, outside of the taxes, I know what you're going to say, but it is really the best state to live in. Bakersfield is a great city to live in because of how close we are to everything and how inexpensive it used to be. It's getting up there a little more, but, it is what it is, man. So, anyway. All right, 84254-7-7. I just think that's a bunch of BS for them to do that to these NFL athletes. I know they're rich and but whatever. You still don't need to take advantage of them. But that's all right. I mean, California will run itself into the ground pretty soon. I just heard they were somebody said they might make a tax for people that want to drive through the state. Have you guys heard this? Rome, did you call a name? I did call a name. All right. You guys got to listen, man. We still are trying to pay these bills. It's just like free money. And you guys don't call me back. And for some reason, I don't know what to do about it. But okay. Keep sending your bills and we'll keep trying to pay them. All right, 84254-7-7. Yo, Rome, California is too expensive. That's why all of us moved to Texas. So I'm guessing you're listening from Texas right now? I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now. And I understand the financial part of living in California because I've lived in California my whole life. There's no better place to live than California. Okay? Financially, I get it. maybe you can go buy a house for less or else, but there's no better place to live. You know, the weather's better. Everything is close. You know, at least Bakersfield, we got the mountains, we got the beach, we got Vegas, we got everything within about 4 hours. So ideally, there's no better place to live. I'm sorry that you guys, you know, I'm sorry financially, it's tough for all of us, right? But we got to get through it if we want to live in the best state. Then we got to figure out how to pay for it, you know? So unfortunately, some people got to leave. So, but I'm just talking about from the weather, from the distance we have to travel to great places to be. Yeah. RD4254-7 Rome, do you know if California ever passed the tax about if you moved out of the state? I don't know. How could they tax you moving out of the state?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
Hey, Ruben, what up, man?
Hey, bro, it's funny that you're talking about Texas because I just did a guy's job yesterday, and today I'm finishing up, and they moved back from Texas, and there's 3 families that came back. They were gone about 2 years. He said, you know what? He said, they're a bunch of liars. The houses are expensive, and the barbecue is the nastiest barbecue ever.
You know what?
He said, I had to come back to Bakersfield.
Yeah, you're right. People don't understand that there are, when they say no tax, no income tax, or no state tax, they don't understand that the state makes it up in other ways. They're not just letting you live scot-free. The state wouldn't survive that way. People don't understand that, but they got to go figure it out.
Yeah, that's what they ended up doing. He followed I guess it was his in-laws that they followed up there, and he said, oh, we all came back. He said, I came back first, and then 2 weeks later, the next one, and the next one.
I do got to say this, though. I am with you on the barbecue. The barbecue is not as good as everybody tries to say. At least in Austin. When I was in Austin, the barbecue was not as good as people were trying to say it was.
He said he loves barbecue, and he said he tried a bunch of different places. He said, and there was nothing that you could even say, hey, go try this place, because he said everything was nasty.
I'm with you. Hey, what's up? Why didn't you call my boy back?
Hey, I'll give him a call right now. I just text him. But, hey, you know, real quick, Rome, on with Raider Dave, man, how is he going to complain about 50-50, Rome? Isn't it enough that she's right there waiting for when he gets out, at least? She already put in her part, Rome, more than her part, just waiting for that fool.
That she picks him up?
Yeah, has to pick him up because he's out there stealing, you know what I mean, and stuff, and gets caught up, and, you know what I mean? Then she has to pick him up when he's doing work release and all that. Like, she's putting in her more than her half, so he need to snap out of it.
All right, man.
Later, bro.
Later. RD4254-7 It's Hot 90. I will tell you about that, though, is I do know a little bit about some of these people who move to these states that have no state tax, and you guys don't realize where they make up the difference. So, and they do. It's Hot 94.1.